Who controls your life? Is it you, or is it your anger, your fear, and your sadness? Let me tell you a deep psychological truth. If you cannot control your emotions, anyone can control you. When you get angry at a small insult, you hand over your power to someone else. You become a puppet, and they hold the strings. But what if you could become like a stone in the middle of a storm? What if no one could make you angry, nervous, or sad without your permission? That is the ultimate superpower. Today, I will tell you a story about David, a young man who lost everything because of his wild emotions, and how a silent master taught him the secret of emotional control. This story will not only help you master your mind, but it will also teach you beautiful English words to express your inner strength. Listen very carefully until the end. Before we enter the story, remember this short message. An angry mind cannot see the truth. Calmness is your greatest shield. If you are serious about transforming your life and practicing your English listening skills every day, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Let's begin. Many years ago, in a beautiful valley, there lived a young man named David. David was kind, hardworking, and strong. But he had a dangerous flaw. He could not control his emotions. If someone said a negative word to him, he would scream. If a plan failed, he would cry and give up. His emotions were like a wild river, flowing everywhere without control. Because of his explosive anger, David lost his job. His friends left him, and his family was always worried. David felt like a victim. He thought, why is everyone treating me badly? He did not realize that his own reactions were causing his misery. One day, an old monk named Master Jin arrived in the village. Master Jin was famous for his deep peace. It was said that even if a house caught fire next to him, his eyes would remain calm. David decided to go and ask the master for help. David walked up to the monk and said, "Master, I am tired of my life. My emotions control me. I get angry too quickly and I ruin everything. How can I stop hurting myself?" Master Jin looked at David and smiled. He did not say anything immediately. Instead, he picked up a small bowl and handed it to David. "Go to the river," the monk said. "Fill this bowl with water and bring it back to me. But remember, you must walk very fast and you must not spill a single drop." David thought this was an easy task. He ran to the river, filled the bowl, and started walking back quickly. But because he was rushing, the water started splashing. He looked at the bowl, got nervous, and spilled half of it. He went back, tried again, got frustrated, and spilled it again. It took him 5 attempts to bring a full bowl back to the temple. When David arrived, he was sweating and angry. "Master, this is impossible," David shouted. "The path is rocky, and when I worry about the water, my hands shake." Master Jin looked at the bowl and said softly, "David, this bowl is your mind. The water represents your peace. The rocky path is the outside world. When the world shakes you, you become nervous and angry, and you lose your peace. You are watching the rocks, but you are not controlling your hands.
David lowered his head. "But Master, how do I keep my hands steady when the path is rough?" The monk replied, "By practicing the 3-second rule. When someone insults you or when things go wrong, do not speak. Do not react. Stop for exactly 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, take a deep breath and tell yourself, 'This situation is not my choice, but my reaction is my choice.' Silence gives your brain time to think. Reaction destroys. Observation protects." David stayed at the temple for a month to practice this. Whenever he felt anger rising in his chest, he would close his mouth, count to 3, and breathe. Slowly, the wild river inside him became a quiet lake. When he returned to the village, his old boss saw him and tried to insult him publicly to test him. The boss shouted cruel words. In the past, David would have fought back instantly. But this time, David stood still. He counted to 3. He breathed. He looked at his boss with absolute calmness. Because David did not react, the boss's anger looked foolish to everyone watching. The boss became embarrassed and stopped speaking. David won the battle without saying a word. He controlled the entire room simply by controlling himself. My beautiful friends, the world will always try to test your peace. People will provoke you, and situations will challenge you. But remember David's story. Your emotions are your property. Do not let anyone else occupy your mind. And remember this message for your English learning journey. Do not let the fear of making mistakes control your emotions. When you speak English and make a mistake, don't feel ashamed or frustrated. Take a deep breath, count to 3, and try again. Consistency and a calm mind will make you fluent.